Hello everyone, my name is Estrid Hulsbos. I'm Dutch, but I'm living for almost 25 years in Italy. And today I want to show you how you can create your own self-made 360 images. Very useful if you want to create a different Thinglink 360. And also it's very useful for your students to demonstrate and to develop their digital skills. Every 360 image has a ratio from 2:1. It's like a soccer field, okay? Try to imagine. The maximum resolution is 8192 by 4096 pixels, but you can also reduce this. Normally I do 6000 by 3000. Mostly I use Pixabay, Pexels and Flickr as searching tools to find my images. If you want, you can explore the transparent tags of this Thinglink, and then you can see how we created Thinklinks with images created by our own. As first, I suggest you to open a normal 360 image on your own personal computer and to observe the dimensions of this image. Observe the right side and the left side. You will see that they will overlap. Also the upper side and the underside. In a new image, you need to imagine how it would be in a 360 dimension. Creativity is inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes and having fun. Well, for me, create my own 360 grade image is this. Explore this image and you can find some reasons why I like to make my 360 images. An essential aspect of creativity is not being afraid to fail. The first thing you need to know is how to resize a Jpeg image. Here you can find the link on WikiHow how to resize a Jpeg image. If you have a Mac, it's very easy. You just click on your image in preview, you click then modify, and then you can select right away resize and give a new dimension, but you can also select the part of the image you want and do the resize afterwards. If you have Windows or Linux, you can also use the tool Paint. It's very easy and well known. You just look for the icon resize and then you put pixels. Remember the ratio 2:1. It's also important to deselect the icon maintain aspect ratio because many times we have photos who don't have yet the ratio 2:1. And also don't upgrade your pixels if you have no more pixels than 4000. Don't put 6000 or similar. I found this beautiful image of Amsterdam, my country, on Pixabay, and I decided to transform it using Adobe Draw. So it was an experiment and I saw it was very nice to do and it can be interesting for special storytellings. Another very interesting images, we remain in Holland. This images is taken from the site of the Rijksmuseum. The Rijksmuseum gives many images you can use. Then it's a puppet house and you see how nice it is. It's a normal image. Really, it's nice to go to show. Afterwards you can...
Les paraules són fortes, nosaltres tenho la raó.
The original idea to use the puppet house was from Monica Samara, and here you can see where I took all the images. When you find a picture with a public domain license, you are free to readapt and remix. This is the Seven Sacraments altarpiece, painted by Rogier van der Weyden in 1450 roundabout. This Thinglink is realized by Luca Paolini. And you can see how some images also give a special dimension when you use it in 360. So also explore it and you will surely enjoy. This is a totally different experience. It's used to relay the course experience with Edmondo in Italy. Here you can see I really didn't change so much to this image, but it was very special. And to give a special dimension to this image, I set up the initial in the settings, the initial direction of the image. Then this is the most important Thinglink 360 I want to show you now. So I go in full screen. And here you can see this is one of my most beautiful. And it was totally reviewed. Well, the first thing I want to show you is the original image. On Pixar you can go, I will not go now in this moment. This was the original image. You can also find this image in Pixabay. Okay, explore it. It's very important when you download an image to search for the highest resolution, because when you are going to remake and redimension, then you always will cut. So high resolution download is very important. Then what did I do? I used from Flickr, now we will see, I found a photo from Wilfried Schnetzler, and I used this little part you can see in the inside, otherwise we will see in here now. This is for the Italian teachers and this is for the English speaking teachers. Well, first we are going here. I made a Google document, you can see it after downloading. So here was the image I downloaded, this was the first step. Then I said before, explore normal 360 HSO and try to understand the composition. And here I duplicated to give a bigger and different dimension. So try out also when you are composing what you can do. And in the original image, I took this detail and I duplicated 2 times. So this was for getting this one. Okay, then we are going back. So when you have an image, it's always important to think about that the 360 will become like this. So the upper side and the downside, they will a little bit reduce. So, and that's why I multiplied some details of the upper side and the lower side of the image. Okay. Then I didn't finish because in a second time I took vector images. You can also you can find them on Pixabay and other sites. And then I download them, I copied the vector, and then I already had opened this image, and I pasted these vectors inside. In the third step, I showed you before the photo of Wilfried, and I took this detail and I multiplied this detail 3 times. Okay, and this was to create this detail. Then I have this. I started from this one. Okay, and there are also transparent links, so you can afterwards really show what we did and why we used these images for. The attribution of the music you will not find here, and if you like to explore a little bit about Turandot, what was mentioned, the Thinklink was mentioned to be to explain something about Puccini's Turandot. Here you can find the other Thinklinks I talked about before. Oh yes, and some other details. This is a C360 classroom, and you can see you can animate your classroom also with vector images, just as I showed before. Once you trained your visual skills, you will find easily different images. This one I found on Flickr, and you will see this one was a neither resized, so really it's very nice exercise also to train your visual skills. And so this was the last one. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you in the Thinklink challenge. Bye bye.